All right, we're rolling. Hey, welcome back guys to the channel. We're gonna hit this thing one more time today. We're trying to get it put together enough for this SEMA virtual deal, and got a bunch of stuff to bolt on. So Jim's over here. This is not our normally scheduled programming, so this is a Friday that we're working on it. So we're gonna be bolting things on, and we'll see how far we get today. Thanks guys for following us. I checked the comments, and it's really cool to see that you guys are enjoying the content. Some of you guys have been following us for a long time. We got a lot more stuff planned for this channel, not just this car, but other cars and other events, and covering some other builders. So hang in there with us, and share it with your friends. We want to grow this channel. That's kind of the objective behind it. So subscribe, thumbs up, leave comments. We try to answer those as much as we can. So we appreciate you guys, and enjoy. Here's what I was thinking, dude. So for you already dropped this side, so that's cool. Let's clearance these holes just to make sure that we have extra space on there, so once this gets welded on, it doesn't like bind up on us somewhere. Bolt it back up. Let's go ahead and tack the pieces in, weld the pieces in their final resting place. And then, no, we can't do that. You gotta take it back off one more time to transfer the holes. You can transfer the holes right now. Transfer the holes right now to the side splitter. Let's put it back on, tack it into its place, bolt the splitter on, and then I'm gonna work on the rear fender. I'm gonna work on getting this thing welded up today, but before I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna finish this. This is already trimmed up. Might have to do a little more, fine tuning on this, and then I'm gonna weld this together. This is the inner wheel well liner. This can get caulked and weatherproofed, so no water's getting in between the panels. And then I can go ahead and weld these things on, and then we'll see what I'm gonna work on after that. Yeah? Good? Cut. Let's do it. All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can glue this front windshield rubber together. Not necessary, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get that done with this rubber glue. Yeah. So here's what the finished inside of the wheel well is going to end up looking like. I end up welding a piece of flat stock on here, arched it, and tacked it on. Wire wheeled and cleaned it, and then now I just caulked it so no water is going to get in from the top. Still going to do it from the back side, but I got to get the wheel off for that. So this is what this side looks like after cutting the outer sheet metal. There's actually a piece missing here because we still need to be able to get to that gas filler to install our Sparco filler, and then that'll get tacked back in. We don't have to get back to that, or maybe we'll bolt it, I don't know. This is welded on the other side, so I take it, I tack this on, push this up with a bar, and I tack it all the way nice and clean. I cut off the excess, and then here's that flat stock that I was talking about on the other side. So this gets welded in like right about like this, so it's kind of flat, just like that. Sticks out a little bit at the top, and it goes down to nothing on the ends. And the purpose of this piece is to give me a nice smooth surface right here, a nice hard smooth surface, because we're going to try to set this suspension so that it doesn't go past that, But in the process of getting it set up like that, I'm afraid it's gonna hook and it's gonna just shred these tires like there's no tomorrow, because these are like almost like a serrated knife, you know, so it's like a saw blade. Plus it's a point, you know, so once I put this 1-inch flat stock on, now you got a nice big flat piece. So if I were to ever bottom out before we actually set those bump stops, it's gonna protect these wheels. So I think it's worth a couple extra steps, even though I have not enough time to be doing this, but I gotta do it right now. So, and then I'm gonna get to welding these fenders on, finally. The turbo is mounted, all there physically, not running yet, not worried about that. Front splitter mounted, missing the verticals. Front fenders are tacked on. Side splitters mounted, solid, very, very nice. In fact, missing the verticals. Rear fenders are tacked on. Diffuser is still in the works over here. Rear wing, man, I don't know, hopefully we'll get that on. Other fender. And we finished the underneath very nicely. Caulked it, seam sealed it. Splitters on, mounted, super solid, love it. Front fender tacked on, and it's pretty much permanent location for now, for at least for these fenders. Waiting for the grill. It's over at the powder coaters. They're actually powder coating the grill right now. They've been actually working on it for a few days now. Several coats. It's a 1949 grill, and they don't make reproductions of it, so you just gotta work with what you got. And they had to do a bunch of repair to it first. So the guys at number 5 Specialty Coatings in Tucson are banging it out. Really thankful for that. They're also doing a gloss red on our intake, on our dock race intake. They also grinded it and did a really nice job on it. They're the ones that actually powder coated this already. Look how sweet that looks. It's actually, I gotta wipe it off because it's a little smeared from my hands. Okay, so plans. Gotta get status racing seats, have to go in at some point. The windshield sitting there on this table, ready to go. Has to get mounted. Gotta put the black wheels on. Gotta put it down on the ground. And we're gonna load it on the trailer, because we want to do a kind of an update shoot for that SEMA 360 or SEMA, I keep saying 360, but, and we're trying to get a nice little status video put together for these guys, for mainly for Hostile Wheels. Well, and of course all the rest of the sponsors too. So Hostile Wheels, Toyo Tires, Status Racing, Garrett Motion, Dock Race, Burger Tuning, Gorilla Splitters, Optima Batteries. Oh boy, and the list goes on. Why am I shooting the ceiling? I have no idea. This has already been 3 minutes. Connor's gonna definitely cut this one down. Still a lot of work to, oh, I gotta mount that. That's also getting powder coated right now. Door handles powder coated. Man, looks so good though. It looks so good. And I forgot. What I'm actually gonna work on right now is I'm gonna cut the hood. I'm gonna cut it out for the turbo. So enjoy this time lapse. All right, so what I've been working on is getting measurements of where I need this hole cut for the turbo. So from the back of the hood to the tips, from the back of the hood to the turbo. I did some from the fender to the pipes there, to the turbo, to the air cleaner. And this air cleaner is probably gonna get changed, but I do have a cooler one to run, but this is actually one that actually works. And being in the desert, I kind of want my air cleaner to work, so I don't know, I'm a little torn because this is the smarter one to run, but the other one looks cooler. That's a simpler one. All right, let's get to transferring these measurements to the hood. And let's get cutting. All right, so what I've done so far is I marked it all, transferred the measurements from the car to the hood. I did some pilot holes for the radius corners, and I'm gonna use a hole saw, hopefully, that's the plan, to make these corners. So I just realized that I shut this hood for the first time. There's no way to undo that latch, and all these panels are in place already. I can't get to it right there. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. Oh, I'm gonna take the air cleaner off, see if I can look in there. This is a real estate client, I'm gonna have to take it. Hey, how's it going? I think I got it. Woo! All right, let's not make that mistake again. Knocked it on the lower back. All right, bottom line, I'm gonna call it a night. It's only been 12 hours today that I worked on this thing. This is how far we got it, and these still need trimming. It's too big, and it's looking pretty cool though. It's actually gonna go in about 1.75 inches. That'll need to get filled with metal. It's gonna be the color of the car. So I don't know if I did an outro already, but I wanna thank you guys for watching, and that looks really good. All right, guys, let's go home. Oh, I gotta bring the razor in.